And we're live. This is the wood where you get what, Raisin?
What, it's so good.
That is the very correct answer that Dart was expecting. Oh, there he is. We got a foursome.
I have redness.
Hello.
And Red Eye's here, Dirt's here, Raisin's here, and of course, I'm not here.
I didn't realize that I was muted, but that's a good thing because I said a swear word.
Yeah. I'll say something in a minute. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Red. I said, "Oh man, he's got dirt on. Let me go in there and clean this up."
Yeah, dude, it's a crazy day, man. Yeah, a couple big things happened today. First off, rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yep, Gilbert Gottfried passed today.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I feel like I should stay up all night in his honor.
Yeah.
It's sad, you know. I was just thinking about the picture he posted, you know, where it's all the comedians who had recently died, and he's like, this picture gets sadder every couple of years.
Yeah. And then
He's sadder.
Yeah, he was a pretty funny guy. I mean, some people didn't like it because of that voice, but
that was his trademark, though.
Yeah, it was. My mom didn't like his voice, but I liked his stand-up. He was pretty raw, naughty, and I like that. So yeah. Of course, he was known to be the Aflac Duck for a very long time until he got fired because of a controversial joke he made. And then, of course, he was also known to be in Aladdin. He was in the animation Aladdin.
He was the parrot.
The parrot, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he was very successful. Had years ago, as Raisin made reference to, staying up all night, he hosted a show on USA called Up All Night.
Yes, he did.
I think he hosted Friday night, and the lady hosted on Saturday night or something like that.
There were two. There was the Ginger and Elvira did it for a while, didn't she?
Who? Elvira? No, I don't think she ever did that Up All Night.
Oh, fuck. I
don't think. And Raisin
it was a blonde. There was a blonde and a ginger. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But all three of them had the same kind of grating voices. It was kind of like their shtick on Up All Night. Like everybody had a grating voice if they hosted it.
Yeah. Yeah. She did. That's what she would do. But anyway, and also the second, and this is very sad too, the shooting in New York City.
Yep.
And the subway.
I heard about that at work today. You know, I was like, I don't pay attention to the news really, and someone's like, yeah.
I missed everything today. That's in my neck of the woods.
From what I heard, it's fucked up.
There?
What just happened with somebody's mic got loud?
Was it me?
I don't know, bud.
You got a torch going or something?
Yeah.
Oh, got
it
quiet.
was red. It was red. It was like hearing a lot of background. Maybe gain or something. I don't know, but yeah, there's a lot. Dude went crazy and shot up a bunch of people at the subway today.
No, I didn't confirm anything. I just can't be bothered to look at news. From what I heard from just one person, that he had like smoke grenades or something, or smoke bombs.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I haven't heard about that.
That's all.
I haven't watched and read a lot about it today. It came across my feed a couple times on Twitter and on.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Much.
Yeah, it's fucking program. They've added a feature where it automatically adjusts your volume. Hey, developers, we adjust our volume, not you fucking assholes. Hands off my shit.
Fair enough.
Douchebags. Fucking hell.
Enough there.
August.
August.
So we're gonna add an automatic volume adjustment feature because everybody just really needs that feature in the.
Yeah, no, right? It's silly. It's silly.
Ass clowns. You can tell I'm in a top mood this week. I've had a great week too.
I understand, buddy.
Everything's fucking dropping dead.
Including my balls.
Yeah, so
My sperm cells are dead.
yeah, I'm pretty sure my faith in humanity died years ago.
I know, boy. I'm sorry to hear about, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but
Yeah. Oh, look, yeah, Rosie just came out of the blue because we're getting her sorted for the thyroid condition, which turns out that's cancer as well. And then a couple of nights ago, I noticed she was just having a little bit of trouble breathing. Just like had a bit of a wheeze, and I thought, oh God, she caught a cold or pneumonia now. That's not good. And then she just got progressively worse, and by morning it was like, I'm freaking out. Get her to the vet at 7:30 in the morning, and by 8 o'clock the dude's rung me and just said, yeah, her right lung's all right, but her left lung's not getting any air whatsoever. It's non-functional, and I x-rayed her, and there's a big massive growth in there. And I just went, put her to sleep. I didn't even wait for her to drive back to the vet because she was suffering. So that was that. And then I spent 2 days walking around with water leaking from my eyeballs.
I understand that, man. I totally understand.
I sprinkle sober animals too.
And they become the whole part of you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then just to top it off, the cherry on top of that was the bills. It was like, here, have a bunch of big bills to pay. So, great. But I am getting the cat cremated. It's something I'll do with my pets. I get their ashes and spread them. It's an unnecessary thing. It's just something I indulge in. So, yeah. What a shit week.
Less necessary than any other cremation. That's your family.
Yeah, so she lived for 18 years, and she annoyed the shit out of me for 17.999 reoccurring out of the 18 years with her shenanigans. Her fur is going to be on my stuff for the next 5 years, so it's not like it's going to be forgotten anytime soon. I'm going to go use something one day, and there's going to fucking cat hair on there. And you know what else I'll keep finding randomly is she had a habit of, when she'd use a kitty litter tray, she'd get in there and she'd be like a dog sometimes. She'd just kick that shit around the room like it was fucking... And you find it randomly 15 feet away from it. How the fuck does it get there? I don't know. I'm pretty sure the cat picks pieces up and just transports them around and was dropping them there as surprises for me. So I'm not going to miss that. I'm going to miss everything else, though, except her organised poop. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I understand that. This morning, I opened up the door of the hallway, stepped barefooted in dog shit, and I'm like, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, I'm not going to miss that. I'm going to miss most aspects of pet ownership with that cat, except a few things. One of the things was how she used to like to get up near my Galileo thermometer and look at me and then look at that and then look back at me and go, I'm going to fucking smash this one day, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Right? And we had a battle of wills, and sadly for her, I've won that one. She didn't get to break it because it's still in one piece. So sucked in, cat. I'm just being a deuce, but she will be missed. She was a good pet.
Absolutely.
And so everybody give your fur babies an extra treat tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, so little buddy's gone. 18 years. It's kind of weird just being here without it. I keep seeing shit out of the corner of my eye and thinking it's her for a second. It's like, oh no, she's not here anymore. My stupid brain. And if you believe in ghosts and shit, there's been a couple of weird knocks and stuff. Not that I believe in any of that shit, but I kind of chuckle to myself and go, fuck off, cat. It's like dishes fucking slide. After I've stacked the dishes, sometimes I'll stack them on bits and they'll move, and it's like, oh, fuck off, cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My damn shoulder hurts.
Get a new one.
Okay.
Just rip it out.
I wish I could. It's raining.
You can get a new one. It's a cybernetic one. DARPA will probably be able to hook you up. They make arms and stuff now. Really good ones.
Yeah, that's true. Sure.
Like I'm talking, they've got enough what's the word? Dexterity, where they could pick up raw eggs and handle them without breaking them. And that's the dude's brain telling the hand what to do.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild that they can do that now.
It is crazy that they can do that. It's nuts, man. But
The
it's
hard
cool.
part
Just
was-
put the halos on.
Well,
Like you
the
put the
hard
little
part
halo
was-
sensor on, and they can make like little planes lift off and control arms and
Yeah.
Oh,
stuff to
yeah, look,
practice.
the hard part was getting our brains to talk to machines, and we're starting to understand that thanks to some conjoined twins who had a neural pathway connecting each other's brains, and they went, oh, that's very special. And it was only doesn't take that much of a signal path to get the information across. So putting electrodes in their heads and running it down, and it just, the arms are controlled by, I guess it's muscles when they just think of an action, and it fires off all these things.
Listen, I want a dick implant that can do that.
Probably.
I want
Smart
one.
cock.
Cyber
The
cock.
smart cock. That's it.
I wouldn't buy a smart cock.
The
I'd want a
iCock
cyber cock.
XR.
No,
There you go.
an Apple iCock? Are you kidding?
Yeah,
It's gonna
dude,
have that
you
gaudy
can,
Apple
you can
logo.
download music to it on iTunes.
Can't be an
Oh,
iCock.
no.
You'd have to get constant updates on your iCock.
Well, you can do that. You have
Yeah.
iTunes on your cock.
Yeah, see? Move it to the beat.
You're gonna get fucking sued in
Yeah,
your
you
living
go
by
to
Apple
you
just
go
for
to like a
saying
new
this shit.
beach. Everybody's jamming to your penis.
Yeah, it's got a built-in Bluetooth speaker. It's awesome.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
nuts to the speakers.
Well,
Dude, you'd
Elon
have
Musk
extra
is gonna
bass
come out.
boost.
Imagine that from
come out with Cybercock. That's for sure.
Dude, I am going to go to Apple and we're going to talk about this.
That's a good idea.
I'm going into competition. We're going to do Cybercock. The Cybercock project has a green light.
You're being a Bill Gates right now.
Yeah, I just want to work with Elon Musk and make him.
You're
build a big
acting
cybernetic
like Bill
dick.
Gates and Mark Zuckerberg stealing other people's ideas.
So what?
That's what they said too.
Works for Elon Musk. Look how fucking rich he. Oh, did you just hear? Elon Musk is in a wee bit of trouble. He forgot to declare his purchase of his Twitter shares, and guess what? A bunch of shareholders who sold their shit off, not knowing that Elon Musk just jumped on board, and the fucking share price elevated by about 25%. They're all suing him now, and they're probably going to fucking win because he bought it on March 12th, and he was supposed to declare it by a certain date, and he totally fucking didn't. He's kind of
You know what?
himself.
But you know what this proved though when he bought that people really don't understand how businesses and companies work. Because all these fucking Trumpets were like, "Oh, he's gonna bring Trump back now because he likes that." He can't really do that because
He has to own enough shares and then be invited to sit the board to even begin to have a sway on the
yeah, I
company.
mean, it has to be a whole company thing. Yeah, he can't just. I mean, yeah, it's.
Well, he's
I mean,
he's the biggest
he-
stakeholder. at
Yeah, he
12%.
can-
Right. They could
influence.
invite him to be on the board now because of the shares he
Yeah.
owns.
Well, he's
But that
on the
doesn't
board.
mean they have to.
Well, he's on the board.
He is. He's
Yeah.
on the board.
Oh, he got on it? All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he
on the
goes-
board.
Yeah.
Make
But-
no mistake, he's on board, but
Yeah.
he's also not going to help Donald Trump come back to Twitter. Why would he do that to fuck his own platform up?
Exactly, because that's what will happen. It'll become, it'll become like that fucking website Red was talking about the other day.
Oh, fucking BitChute and all those.
Yeah,
Holy
it'll be
shit.
like
you
that.
want to go see? You know why YouTube seems to lean a lot to the left? It's because they purged all the extreme right fucking racist dickheads over there. And you just go and look at their splash page where you land on it and go and look at the names of the videos. It's just like every derogatory name for a Jewish person's there. The N-bomb is dropped in about every second video title. It's like, this is your bastion of free speech. It's just like, no, all the flotsam and jetsam of the internet ended up here because you guys don't seem to police it
But-
very much. And it's
Yeah.
just open season racism and fucking goddamn
Well, it's-
anti-Semitism. It's like, wow, calm
This could
down,
go
fellas.
with what you're saying, what I was talking about. If you want to see how stupid people are, just let them talk.
Yeah.
Just let them
Oh.
talk.
Let them fucking speak their
Yeah.
minds because you want to know what people think.
Mhm.
You really do.
Yeah, if you want to realize how stupid a motherfucker is, just let dirt speak for 5 minutes.
I was trying to think of a way to work myself into this. You did it for me.
But it's just, but yeah, it's always. My mom used to tell me, you want to find out how dumb somebody is or how much of an asshole, just let them talk for a minute.
That's true.
And my mom's a very smart lady. She knows what she's talking about. But it's true. It's very true. And that's the reason, like, you'll hear, like, the other night when Red and Landon was, like, really on something, I can't remember what it was, but it was Australian government. I really don't know much about Australian government. So I didn't say anything because I don't know. And if I chimed in, I would have sounded like an idiot. Because I don't know anything about the Australian government. I know a little bit, but not enough to fucking talk to them about it.
And I will say that's one thing. I'm glad
I do ask questions.
Yeah.
I'm glad I picked that up off you, Pimp, because that was one thing. Like when I first started coming on your show and getting involved, talking and stuff, I'd just be like, "Oh yeah, fuck it, let me just throw my 2 cents in on any subject that doesn't matter." But yeah, you're right. Like if there's certain points where I was like, "Yeah, I mean, anybody could have said that, or people said that a million times, or it just me being drunk and stupid, just saying, oh, I think I heard this one time and it's fucking wrong."
Yeah, I mean, it's like me trying to work on a car. I shouldn't do that because I don't know how to do it. So I shouldn't be talking about. Now I listen and I gather in the information. Then next time I may be able to have a decent conversation about it, right? So that's what you're supposed to do. The smartest thing is Socratic. Now, the smartest person is a person that says, "I don't know."
Yeah, I'll say that. As soon as I don't know something, I see it as an opportunity to learn something new.
It's an opportunity to learn. Yes, absolutely.
So, like, when somebody says some shit, I'm like, wait, I didn't know that. Like the other day with Kai bringing up the bone density thing. I would have, and normally.
Yeah, but I still want to look. I want to look more into that, though, because I still have my doubts on that.
I did too. I don't. I looked into that thoroughly.
That sounds a lot like the black people.
I know, that's why I got hesitant at first, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna have to look that up." But then I started looking it up. So unless NIH websites are off, there are multiple articles that reference it, and it's mostly in reference to osteoporosis. But,
yeah. But I'm not saying it's not true at all. Not at all. I'm just saying I will have to look into it. I didn't look into it tonight because I was talking stuff. But it just. Because when she first said that, my first thought was what they used to say about the black people's skulls being different, and it's not.
Like all that, there are a lot of different things. So there was somebody on one of the news channels that they were watching on a clip over on the shit show was talking about that black people don't swim because they lack buoyancy.
Oh, that was fucking funny.
Precious shit that comes out of people's mouths.
Dude, I was on the show. They invited me on the show, and they put this fucking. Who was he? A football coach or some shit?
Yeah, it was like a 60s or 70s footage from a football coach.
He's just basically.
Now, what are you talking about? Say that again, because I don't think I took it in.
It was a sports channel. Yeah, go ahead, Brett. You were there. Tell him.
I was on the shit show. They invited me on to hang out with Barry Green, and they played this clip from this football coach talking about.
You know his name?
Just athletes. I forget the dude's name, but. Okay. He basically went on to say, certain people, for instance, it's why you don't see black people in the top echelons of swimming because they lack buoyancy. And I'm like going,
yeah, I know. I've seen this before. Yes,
and
I know.
Monty and fucking Hannibal and E. Green are just pissing themselves laughing. Yeah. And then we just go into this fucking thing about, I don't know, just saying, is this why you guys don't? We mentioned something about swimming places, and I went, is this why you guys don't come to Australia very often because it's such a long swim or some smarter? And we were just, shit was crazy. And this dude said this in front of a TV camera with a dude holding a microphone, and obviously there must have been a light on somewhere near a thing that said now recording. Yeah.
What do you think? He was that serious. He seriously thought he knew something. You could tell by the way he delivered it. He really thought he was talking about facts.
What's that old? I always forget his name, but that old Alabama governor that ran for president back in the day was real controversial. Shit, real racist. What's his name? It was back in the 60s or 50s or whatever. 50s, I think, or 60s, man. When he ran, I can't think of his damn name. He got shot.
Got shot.
Yeah, he got shot. Well, anyways, he did this. There's this clip where he was said, now I'm not going to say the word, of course, but he said, I was out inward, and I'll never be out inward again. But now there's a trend going on TikTok where a bunch of black people are using that clip. Saying it. And I think it's hilarious.
So the guy was Al Campanis on Nightline.
Oh,
1987.
Yeah. You're a guy. Yeah.
That was an amazing clip. I'm just like watching this dude say, "Yeah, black people can't swim because they lack buoyancy," and I'm like, "Oh, what? No, what?
Yeah, there were some really stupid people, and there are still. But like I think that's a way. Back then, that was a majority of thinking. I think, but now it's a minority of thinking. So.
Oh, pimp! You know what I'd love to hear? I'd love to hear that man's explanation on why Kenyans were so dominant in long distance running for such a long time. I just want to hear him explain. It's because Kenyans are so light; they are full of helium. Therefore, it enables them to have a longer stride and cover more distance per step. I just want to hear him come up with some fucking crazy shit like the buoyancy thing to explain why Kenyans were so dominant in long distance running for so long, and I do believe they may still be. It's those, you know, it was a running gag. Like remember the energy drink things like, we'll teach you to run like Kenyans.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
I do. It was so funny.
And
by the way, I was talking about George Wallace. By the way,
George Wallace. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that dude, but I might look.
He was a real shithead.
If he got himself shot, he must have been a pretty fucking shitty person.
Well, there were some good people who got shot too.
Yeah, but you know, if you're, he was a
governor. He was a shitbag. He was a shitbag.
Yeah, usually governors don't get assassinated or attempted assassin. No one attempts to whack the governor usually. So he must have been a pretty shitty person for someone to go, you know what? I don't have a crack at that. Where's
he came close too. Like when he's running for president, he had a large following.
He ran for president?
Yeah.
You guys dodged a bullet. He didn't, apparently, but you guys did. So you ought to do that.
He had a large following. I think he was shot. Now I may be wrong. You can look it up. Somebody if you want to. I do believe he was shot. Now I'm pretty sure he got shot.
You said, was he a governor from Alabama? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
George Wallace?
Yes. Now, I could be wrong about
he
that.
He looks like a mean man.
He wasn't very nice.
Oh, I'm going to have a go and have a look at this turd now.
He wasn't very nice.
Bad,
he said a lot of, he's the one that tried to keep black people out of colleges and all that shit.
Segregationist. He's a staunch segregationist.
Yeah. He was
wow.
Yeah. Okay. Tell you what, you ever seen Forrest Gump?
Yep.
Okay. You know the scene where he goes and picks up the black girl's books that was going into college?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's they stole that. They took it from like a real clip, right? And the guy who was talking was George Wallace.
Oh, why would they showcase him? It says he supported Jim Crow.
Yeah. He was a big time segregationist.
All right.
What a piece of shit.
Let's do a quick reaction video of Red Eye reacting to George Wallace's, just the first couple of lines of his Wikipedia thing. So George Corley Wallace Jr., who died in 1998, thank God for that, was an American politician who served as the 45th governor of Alabama for 4 terms.
Yeah.
A member of the Democratic Party. So
I tried to tell people that has switched back and forth, and some people actually like to argue about that.
All right. He is best
the first African Americans we had in government, I believe, were all Republicans because they were running for the Lincoln Party.
Well, see, the Republican ideology was actually the Democratic ideology back then.
Yep. Well, it's flipped
to this shit.
A lot of countries do that.
Yeah.
During his tenure, he promoted industrial development, low taxes, and trade schools. That's low taxes? Who does that these days? Wallace sought the United States presidency as a Democrat 3 times and once as an American Independent Party candidate, unsuccessfully each time. So well played, America. It turns out you can not pick shitty candidates after all. What happened with Trump? We'll have to talk about that later, America. Wallace opposed desegregation and supported policies of Jim Crow during the civil rights movement, declaring his 1963 inaugural address that he stood for segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever.
Yeah, that was one of his...
I've read enough. This guy's a piece of shit.
But he didn't get shot, but he didn't get killed. He got shot, though. I do believe.
All right, Democratic presidential primaries and assassination attempt. Let's scroll on down here, kids. Let's go down here. Who tried to whack you? Who was that naughty person? All right, so in 1972, the year I was born,
so it couldn't have been Red Eye.
Yeah, so I'm off the hook here because it happened.
He's a baby assassin.
No, well, I was born in October. Couldn't have been me. Didn't do it. I am the I didn't do it boy. Ta-da!
There you go.
Okay. Holy shit. Uh-oh.
What? Okay.
He was shot 5 times by Arthur Bremner while campaigning at a shopping center in Maryland.
Oh.
Wow. So, wow.
Yeah, Maryland people are usually pretty nice too.
So apparently the dude was seen at
they weren't taking
a
a
Wallace
shit.
rally in Wheaton, Maryland earlier that day, and 2 days earlier he was at Kalamazoo, where they used to make Gibson guitars, I do believe, at Michigan at one point. Holy shit. One of the bullets lodged in Wallace's spinal column, leaving him paralyzed from the waist down for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Damn.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
3 other people were
Ladies
also
and gentlemen,
wounded.
this is the hate that propaganda causes, because everything I'm reading he believes about racial attitudes or believed was all propaganda bullshit. It was pushed really hard during this man's lifetime.
There is footage of the assassination attempt, so I'm not going to go look for it because I don't want to see it. Right, so the shooting and Wallace's subsequent injuries put an effective end to his bid for the Democratic presidential nomination. The assassination attempt was caught on film. Okay, Bremner's diary, an assassination diary published after his arrest, showed he was motivated in the assassination attempt by a desire for fame, not by political ideology. So, I want to be famous. I'm just going to go shoot this presidential candidate because, well, he's a bit of an asshole.
Good shot, buddy. I've never heard of you.
Get wrecked. Don't like politics, but you seem like a douche.
Yeah, it's...
he had considered President Nixon as an early target.
Now, so did a bunch of other people.
Oh, damn. He was sentenced to 63 years in prison, later reduced to 53 years. He did serve 35 years and was released on parole in 2007. Well, shit. They let him out nearly 20 years early. It's like, you know what? That dude was a gadoosh. You did try to kill him, but
he's already dead.
We need the room. Get out.
Yeah.
He came back out and he's like, so I'm not famous.
Yeah. Where's my press conference as he's walking out of jail? And I'm like, where's my press conference? I'll tell everybody everything. It's like, no one's there. Just like, here's a bus ticket. Fuck off.
This weather's killing me.
Hey, we should invite him on the Grumpy Show and get his side of the story.
Yeah.
Well, I just really wanted to be famous.
He's probably dead now. He probably done died since 2007.
He didn't say it.
Where's his Wikipedia page? If he really made it, he'd have a Wikipedia page.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Email him. You didn't get famous. I couldn't even find your Wikipedia page, bro.
He's got an IMDb page. Yeah. He was in that episode of shooting a guy. It's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, it's you know, he was an asshole who shot an asshole, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what happens. Dirt.
That's a pretty good summation. It's like an asshole shot this asshole who was being an asshole, and the asshole who shot the asshole was also being an asshole.
You got arrested by a bunch of assholes and threw in prison with a bunch of assholes.
You think with all of these assholes being assholes to other assholes that it would all cancel itself out and divide by zero and just work out to be a net just nothing, but no, it turns out it costs society probably millions of dollars in dealing with all the assholes.
So at the end of the day, the assholes win.
Yep.
Dirt, they win.
I'll drink to that.
You drink to any goddamn thing, you fucking alcoholic.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
So why?
He's consistent.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Like that, you motherfucking drank the goddamn hiccups of French fries. I don't know what to call it, man.
That.
The French fry hiccups.
A French fry hiccup, yeah.
Look, that
How about
saying was invented by an.
We all
That
do.
saying was invented by an alcoholic just so they could partake in their favorite pastime whenever the fuck they liked, for whatever fucking reason they liked. Like a bird took a shit, I'll drink to that. Look, someone dropped some rubbish, I'll drink to that. Look, your wife just had a baby, I'll drink to that. It doesn't matter. It can be the most mundane. Someone just opened a door on the fucking house across the road, I'm going to drink to that.
I'm sure
I'll drink
to that.
Now, here's my favorite. A leaf fell off a tree during autumn. I'll drink to that. You basically hose 24/7 during autumn.
Yeah.
Unless you live near evergreens, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah. It's the way it works, Red Eye.
I'll drink to that. See?
It's hot tonight.
It is weirdly warm. It's almost 60 degrees.
Take off all your clothes.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in here. Pimp took off all his clothes.
I need to take off my. I would turn the air on, but it sounds like a tank's coming. It's very loud, but it works. You're gonna talk to it all, Red Eye said. PP Gates. You're gonna talk to it.
Yeah, talk to it.
Good idea. I will join her.
Whatever floats your boat.
I'm gonna do a main line of coke.
Peruvian marching powder.
Yeah, and didn't shoot some heroin in my asshole.
Boof it.
Like in your asshole?
In my asshole.
But
boof it.
Don't judge.
You're butt obsessed.
You're butt obsessed.
You're butt obsessed.
Oh, shut the fuck up, butthole.
Don't you tell me to shut the fuck up.
I did.
You know, weirdos were talking about eating booty last time I was on. Fuck, here we go again. Good God.
See, he's always talking about the booty hole.
I did not mention anything about eating butthole. Raisin always brings up me eating butthole.
There's got to be some name for people who are obsessed with starfish. What is it?
I'm not obsessed with it, though. I mean, I lick it every now and again, but that's about it.
We'll call them ass clowns.
That's fine.
I agree.
Pimp your fucking ass clown.
As long as you call me coming at the end of the session, I'm good. Cummy the clown.
That's the worst kind of clown.
Cummy the clown. I'll go up and I'll go down. Lick it from the front to the back. I suck on both of those cracks. There you go, Raisin.
Sunbathing buttholes are supposed to be healthy. I'm going to say probably not.
It's butthole photosynthesis.
I suspect that part of your body is not meant to get direct sunlight very often.
The human anus is the only organism that's it's the only mammal that has chloroplasts that can do photosynthesis. So you got to spread your butthole and aim it to the sky. It cures everything.
Solar-powered buttholes.
Precisely.
From the makers of solar-powered rollways, we've got solar-powered buttholes.
Solar-powered buttholes. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
We need that. And they put John Morgan in the labs to work on that.
Oh,
because he thinks they can
everybody
fix.
would have to have their butthole in the sun.
Yeah, well, get a tan.
So in the future, the machines take
That
over.
would burn.
They all make us walk around with our butts pointing up at the sun, hooked up to lithium fucking battery arrays.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Good God.
You didn't know that?
The future of solar energy.
I don't want to live in this future of being a power source for hostile robots, farming solar energy with my butthole. It sounds very unpleasant.
Too bad, get in your pod.
Yeah, get in your goddamn pod with your solar-powered asshole.
So we're just going to be in pods, just basically with our butts exposed up to the sky. That's crazy.
Welcome to the dome.
We heard that your starfish was mighty. Get in the pod.
God damn it.
He has the force is strong in that one.
I will not comply.
You got to comply. There ain't no choice.
Nope.
It's all right. We like taking you by force.
We will. There's a drug. We give you the drug, and you can't help but to comply. It's called
I don't like this. No.
It's called the butt plug drug.
No.
And, yeah.
Traveled halfway across the galaxy to harness the power of your butthole, Red Eye.
Fuck. This is getting really bad. It's like L. Ron Hubbard and fucking that dickhead who ruined Star Wars got together and did a really bad movie.
Yeah, man, I tell you what.
Okay.
I don't see how anybody in their right fucking mind. Well, they're not in the right mind, but anybody like who could follow L. Ron Hubbard and his goddamn idiotic fucking. It's the most outlandish shit.
Sounds like you've got body thetans, dude. You need to get clear, motherfucker.
Yeah. We need to do what do they call it?
We need to audit you immediately.
Yeah. Audit me.
Get the cans. Get the cans.
Yeah,
Send them to Clearwater.
Yeah.
This one's just for Pippi. I'm going to audit your butthole, Pimp.
My ex used to live in Clearwater. Fuck those people.
Dude. They say it's odd.
They're weird.
Yeah.
You probably hail.
But I just don't get it. I just don't get I even get the appeal of some religions. I do.
Like the
not that
secrets? One. What part are you behind though? The
Of
body
what?
thetans, the Xenu, the
No, I'm saying some religions.
Oh, not you.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing about Scientology. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing about Scientology that I can see why it would bring you in.
I do. I can see one thing.
What?
Well, think of pyramid schemes. If you're at the top of the pyramid,
And it's a major pyramid scheme. It is.
Yeah, well, I know. That's why I said pyramid scheme. If you're at
No,
the top
I
of the
said
pyramid,
it.
See, these thetans, we need to audit your butthole immediately. This is getting crazy. They're out of control. It's like
apply the can directly to the butthole.
I'm going to let you finish, right now. I'm going to let you finish. I am going to let you finish, but I do want to say that it took some time. But I remember when he first started coming around me and I would do him like this, he'd get all frustrated and flustered. He'd be like, God damn.
Well, when you don't know, it probably comes off as like incredibly rude.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. But I'm sorry, Ray. Go ahead.
I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Something about how much you love me.
Yeah, we're going to audit your butthole for butt thetans.
Butt thetans.
Yep.
Dude, that's
probably
fine.
fine.
I know what you were saying. I do know what you're saying. When I said
God.
I didn't know what would actually draw somebody. You brought up the pyramid
scheme.
scheme.
Yeah. Being at the top of the pyramid scheme, what's the benefit of being in the top tier? Fucking money, dude. You make redonkulous amounts of money, and when you're a religion, guess what? You don't fucking pay tax. Which is why Elron actually said, "You want to make a butt ton of money? Create a religion."
Yeah, he
did.
Now, he never got to see the taxes in though. He did.
Tax thing.
Now he been exempt for taxes. That didn't happen until after what's his name took over. What's that dude's name?
Miscavige.
Miscavige, yeah.
Yeah, and they protect that fucking. As you saw, what happened with Australia.
Elron just wanted to get out to international waters.
Elron, there is theories that he was molesting little girls too. There's theories.
Why wouldn't he be? All those cults are like that, and he's out in international water where there's no law. I swear, the only reason he needed that was to have Sea Org so that they could treat him like a king while he lived in international water and thwarted tax laws.
And we do know that there was rapes, not necessarily about him, but there
makes
were
a good
rapes.
point too. His wife is still fucking missing.
Yeah, I don't think she's dead.
What? The what? And the police, have they investigated this shit?
Yes, but they can't.
Supposedly.
But there's really nothing they can do because they keep on. It's weird, dude. I mean, some say she's dead. Some say she's just whatever, captured. It's strange. Y'all, I'm gonna mute for just a second. Y'all can go back.
How dare you?
These Scientologists are murderers, no doubt. In and out, all of them. Bunch of cultists, ritual sacrifice, committing demons.
Some crazy shit. They have done some crazy shit. There's a cult that was over here, the Orange People. They're another bunch of weird fuckers.
The orange
people.
The Orange People.
Oh, please, I've never learned about the Orange People.
PIMPMUNK, have you ever heard of Orange People?
He's not listening to you.
Sorry. Go ahead, Red Eye. Tell us about the Orange People.
Well, I'm just going to quickly bring up the Google search. Yep. The Ranish movement. Basically, yeah, it's...
I know what you're talking about. When they moved out to Oregon, the religion that moved out to Oregon.
Yeah, well, they were actually started up in Australia, I believe. If you ask, so here's an article from Yahoo News. If you ask Australians of a certain age what they remember about the Rajneeshis or Rajneeshis, a cult nicknamed the Orange People because of the orange and red clothing they wore. A lot of them will mention the group's deputy leader, Ma Anand Sheila, or Sheila for short, and her appearance on 60 Minutes in the mid-'80s. So they were on 60 Minutes in Australia, and they were fucking crazy. So that basically, here's a question. Sheila, whatever your plans are, we don't want the Rashinis. We don't want the Orange People in our town, said Ian. So they're this reporter saying this, and she said, "What can I say?" responded Sheila, who was notorious for deliberately aggravating tense situations. And she just gets in the dude's face and goes, "Tough titties."
Yeah,
Holy fuck!
There's a documentary on Netflix that's very interesting about that.
About orange people?
It's called Wild Country. It's very good documentary. Very good documentary.
So the Rajneeshis.
Yes, I just want to talk about that. Sorry, real quick. Negan, thank you for the tip. Negan gave $25 on Streamlabs.
Thank you.
And very cool. And they said something. They said, DM me on Twitter, Pimp, so I know where to send this Xbox. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll have to start playing with Red and Dirt some. Well, that'll be my gaming people because the other guy's not here no more. So, yeah.
I'm anti-console now.
It's fine. It's like cross-platform shit.
Stream. Just use Steam.
I ain't got the computer for it, baby. I'm gonna have to build one day. I don't have to have nothing major like whatever. Just something, that handles stuff. But this computer will not work.
What is it? Doorstop?
Yeah.
Oh.
I will doorstop your twat.
One of those little old, like that. My grandma used to have those sand snakes that you put underneath the door so that it doesn't let any heat leak through the crack under your door.
Come here, buddy. Come here, Nelly.
Oh Oh, Nelly.
He's actually chilling, so I don't want to fuck with him.
Fair enough.
I don't want him to get. I don't want him going. Oh, you heard about them ladies, right?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, I know all about the ladies.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay these nuts on your
know
face.
all about me, dude.
I'm gonna lay these nuts on your face.
Whoa. These nuts on your face.
These nuts.
Eucalyptus is still the best one.
Eucalyptus is the best one. And I have done that to a million people around here too, dude. I seen a friend of mine the other day at Walmart. I walked up to him and said, dude, I'm looking for this kind of tea. And he said, eucalyptus? And I did that. And he said, fuck you. Dude, it also reminds me and him was talking. It's so fucking strange how you get to thinking about things in your past, and in your mind you're like thinking it wasn't that long ago, then all of a sudden you start thinking that was 20 fucking years ago.
Shit! Don't remind me about stuff like that.
I was like, God damn, that was 20 years ago.
You got me fucked up. I was like, oh yeah, I graduated like 2 years ago. And like 5
Every
years
time
ago.
you mention your age or anything to do with school, it fucks me up, Dirt.
Yeah, he's nowhere near where he can say, well, that was 20 years ago. Yeah, because he was 20 years ago to him, he was doing that.
He learned his ABCs 20 years ago.
Well, who remembers the movie The Class of '84?
Yeah,
I do not.
I
Do
do.
you remember that? Well, that's
Hey, Vlad.
I graduated primary school in 1984, and they actually referenced that movie. And it's just like, oh, do you want us to burn the school down now? Just like an invite. So yeah, when you talk about getting, I was like, yeah, I graduated primary school in 1984. So I was like, yeah, I go back 30 years now. So like, that shit happened 30 years ago. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was watching.
like
That's
it.
like, dude, it pisses me off. These young people. I'm sorry, but it does. I know that we go with what we know. I know that you go with, but like I seen these interviews, and it was about country music. It was about punk. It was about metal. They were asking different questions. Like one question they asked, they said, "Who's better, the Ramones or MGK?" And then all these young people were saying, "MGK is way better at punk. He knows." And I'm like, huh. And the Ramones ain't the greatest punk, but goddamn.
They said
MGK was a better punk band, better at punk than the Ramones.
That's that Machine Gun.
Machine Gun Kelly, yes.
All right, kids, sit down. About to school you kids about stuff. All right, the Ramones were playing punk before that MGK motherfucker was a twinkle in his daddy's eye.
Well, they were really like the big first. I mean, like the first real big crossover.
When it comes to American punk stuff, the Ramones are one of the OG fucking guys. There were bands before it, but they never got that critical acclaim that the Ramones are known all over the world. Every fucking kid on the planet had a Ramones shirt when I was growing up. Everyone had at least one Ramones shirt.
And my babies wore a Ramones shirt thanks to one of my girlfriend's husbands. He made sure to pass it around to everyone.
they had a lot of crossover appeal, right? They really did. I mean, he was a big, tall, lanky fucker, and he just looked cool with that leather jacket. I mean, they were. I mean, were they the best band? No.
They were one of the best punk bands ever. Without a shadow of a doubt.
One of the most popular punk bands. I don't know if they're the best.
Well, best at being successful.
There you go. That's how.
That's what I mean by best. One of the most successful punk bands.
Can't argue with that one.
Shit, when you get to do a title track for a fucking Stephen King movie back in the 90s and stuff, that's your basically, here's your fucking goddamn star on the fucking Hollywood.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah,
you are now immortalized along with Stephen King and Pet Sematary. Congratulations, motherfuckers.
But they use something today, which I don't. When did they? I mean, I guess they started this back in the 90s, but when did pop punk become a real thing?
That goes right along with what August just said. Mainstream punk is a weird sort of statement.
Yeah, but punk.
punk became
it's popular. So that's all pop means, yeah.
Well, that's what it started out meaning. It kind of became a different thing, I think, right?
I always think of like Britney Spears as pop.
Yeah. I say bubblegum shit is what I always say.
Spice Girls, Backstreet Boys, that's pop.
Yeah, and yeah. But I don't think the Ramones were pop punk though. I mean, they were real punk.
Yeah, they just played fucking rock and roll and didn't give a shit, and had lots of fuzz pedals, and that whole era there was like fuzz pedals were a big thing. It's like if you didn't have a fuzz pedal,
wished, and I'm not even look here. I'm to be honest with you now. Everybody knows this. I like some punk. I'm not like a punk head, right? You know, I'm not. You know, I never was, but I'd give my right nut to be able to go to CBGB's back in the day. That would have been fucking cool.
Yep, I would love to see Exploited. I used to go to a lot of local punk shows with local punk bands. The Chicken Skins were probably the best known punk band locally.
And by the way, that's also something that always tickles me. The punk band names are the worst names in history.
Oh, dude, we had a band here.
Worst or best?
No.
Worst.
Are you sure?
My favorite punk band name ever. Now, when you go to a public urinal at the pub, they have those deodorant cake things. You've seen them in the urinals. That we call them trough lollies.
Poopy.
Right? There was a band locally. They just went with the name Trough Lollies. It was like, and when the Chicken Skins and the Trough Lollies played, because half of the Chicken Skins were in the Trough Lollies, it was a fucking great night.
How about Nelson and the Psycho Puppies?
That's a bit too nice.
Puppy.
See, like punk bands need to be named.
You're starting to bite.
G.G. Allen and the Murder Junkies. There's a really good example of punk. It's like that.
G.G. Allen was a different kind of punk.
That was performance art with really bad music and lots of feces being thrown around. And
look, G.G. Allen was not good.
Well,
good at what?
The thing about G.G.
At writing?
He was good at performing.
Yeah.
He was good at getting attention.
Yeah.
He was good at, but as far as his music, but now listen here, I've actually heard him play like country music where he was badass and plays, but his actual songs, like that "Puke in Your Mouth" song or whatever the fuck it's called, sucked ass.
Well, when you die, you're gonna die. I actually like that G.G. Allen song, but I've seen the doco of G.G. and it went from starting. Basically, it ended up with him being buried, and this was punk as fuck, right? G.G. Allen, he's lying there. They've got they're zooming in on his coffin. In one hand is his microphone. In his other hand is his dick. This is how he was presented at the funeral. It's just like dick in one hand, mic in the other hand. It's just like that. Is the most punk fucking statement I think I've ever seen. This is just my personal opinion. Yeah. I'm not saying definitively this is the most punk thing ever. For me, the most punk thing ever that I've ever seen was G.G. Allen lying in state with his little dick in one hand and his mic in the other hand. His body just looked like it had been through a fucking war.
His little dick than anybody ever seen in my lifetime.
He loved that thing.
It was tiny, but here's the thing.
Pull it out and you say,
he talked about he was going to kill himself. He was going to kill himself on stage, and a lot of people thought he was going to do it. Then he ended up dying just like a rock star, cocaine,
he did
or heroin or whatever it was.
There was one gig they showed during the doco that I saw, and he's like,
I've seen that documentary. It's a good documentary,
and you just see him sort of crouch down a bit and reach by, and all of a sudden he's got a handful of shit and he just throws it straight at the dudes in the audience. And what's the instant reaction of the whole front row of these dudes rocking out? They just grab him and start beating the shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would have never went to a concert of his.
Oh no,
ever. Because he threw his poop on people. He would shit in his hand and throw it on people.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get out of kill.
I like that you're just like, and I like that that's your line. So like you like the poop box, but you don't like the poop.
Yeah.
Got it.
I like the poop box, but don't like the poop.
Don't throw the poop at me.
I'm trying to get no damn poop.
I just want to eat the booty.
Yeah. There ain't no poop in the booty when I'm licking the booty.
I'd rather have poop thrown at me than have it in my mouth.
I've never had it in my mouth.
Oh, but you have, pimp. You have.
You've had particulates at the very least.
Well, maybe
exactly,
like
people.
that, but particulates, that's different. Well, hell, you have that when you have that when you flush the fucking toilet.
You have it when you smell a fart too. Smell a fart.
Yes, exactly. So fuck off with
So
that
eat my shit.
Oh, I'll eat your ass.
Oh, that makes me feel weird and squidgy. Like I need to go
It
wipe
is
my
squidgy.
butthole and make sure it's not like wet.
Yeah.
Ew.
And bowling like a true punk has made a correction. It was heroin that killed
I said, but I made my correction. I said that's I said maybe it was heroin. Did I not? I said yeah, I did. I said maybe it was heroin.
I don't remember. I've just seen bowling being
but it
smart
was
ass in
heroin.
chat.
It was heroin. You're right. I think I said that. I said coke, then I said maybe it was heroin.
Yeah, he was
but Gigi, did you watch the same the documentaries I did?
Yeah,
where the girl pissed in his mouth at that birthday party?
Yeah.
Or shit, was it shit or piss?
Oh, I forget. And he used to just let people tattoo him. He'd just sit there and go, "Here's your tattoo gun," and people just start drawing dicks on him and shit.
Bro. Yeah, he was crazy, dude. And the thing about it is, I'll never forget that one talk show he was on where somebody compared him to like Metallica or whatever, and he said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's like, "We're not on metal pussies."
Yeah, look, Gigi was a performance artist that took it to such a fucking extreme.
He went too far.
Yeah. Well, he set a he's the benchmark for fucking extreme punk acts.
He basically raped people on stage too. Basically,
he did some. Yeah, well, you know.
I mean,
I'm not saying he's a nice guy. I'm just saying he did some crazy shit.
I mean, like there would be dudes. He would like, he like at one chick.
No pee either.
He threw a chick on the stage and fucked her, and then but he would also suck dicks that would randomly stick him in his mouth on stage and shit. He was nuts, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, I don't enjoy it. I thought he was interesting. He was a very interesting cat.
As a case study.
Yeah, I mean, he was interesting as hell.
He's
tough son of a bitch too, by the way. He was tough as hell.
He's what I use Gigi Allen for. It's just like you come into any situation and you go, "What would Gigi Allen do?" And you think he'd probably poop in his hand and throw it on people. Use Gigi Allen as a guide of what not to do in social situations. It's like first thing you do is like don't poop in your hand and throw it at people that you've just met because that's not going to end well, right? So there's just use Gigi as an example of what not to do in life. It's like don't poop in your hand and throw it at the audience. That's not good. Mm-mm. They react badly. Unless you're at a poop conference, then I don't know.
I don't even think you want to throw poop at a poop conference.
Why at the poop conference then?
Maybe it's not a flinging poop conference. Maybe it's like the medical poop. Well, how to poop properly.
Maybe it's one of those medical ones where they talk about poop swapping to get your good gut bacteria back, and that's a thing now.
It is. You can take them in little pills. You can have it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you could. There's in Australia. You can hook up with a service, and they will find you a donor that basically comes down, and they'll deliver it fresh. And they'll basically come around and they'll poop somewhere, and then you grab a bit of their poop and go and shove it up your butt or whatever, and it's supposed to put good bacteria in your gut. And apparently they're even starting to suspect that some psychological conditions could be linked to gut bacteria.
They are.
Weird connection, but science is having a look, and they're studying the subject. So it'll be interesting to see what the results are of the study, if there is actual connection between gut bacteria and your gut biome and your psychological well-being.
If there's not, I'll be shocked.
Well, they've already sussed out that if you don't eat well, you can't fucking function properly.
Well, your system starts going off. Your chemicals are wonky. The chemicals definitely drive all kinds of things with brain chemistry. So yeah, you're not going to be right.
Well, sorry,
you can affect your sex hormones with food, can't you?
Yeah.
And sex hormones definitely cause mood change if they're out of imbalance or if they're out of balance. That didn't make sense.
You're out of balance.
Yeah, that's true. That's been true for a long time.
Yeah. Anyways, real quick. Speaking of poop, what are we doing the second hour, Raisin?
We demand, bitches.
That's right, bitches. In the description, we have a Patreon. Please become a Patreon. Also, we have a Streamlabs, a PayPal, and a Cash App, and a Venmo. So I like getting the Cash Apps and the Venmos. It's easier and cleaner to get the money. So, yeah, please do that. Please, please tip. Need the money very badly, so thank you if you do. Yeah. What are you laughing at?
The Babygate. Imagine the smear campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Blech.
Bowling's on the clock, by the way.
I will say, Raisin, you made a good case for it, but poop goes out of my body, not into it.
Well, I mean,
well, you don't know that.
If you were in a lot of pain in your intestinal area, like you might.
Sorry, sir.
Change your mind.
We recommend the poop booth.
You could double capsule the pill.
You could do that.
I think I would rather have it suppository than to
better if you swallow it, because then you can get at the top of your gut too.
Damn it! There's
but
always
you can do it the other way if you want to give it a shot.
You can do it with a suppository. You just got to get elbow deep. Maybe stretch your finger a bit.
Rent a snake.
Yeah, one of the plum. That's brilliant. Just basically a suppository snake instead of a plumbing snake. It's like you need to get that shit to the top of your intestinal tract. We got your back, and it's like 15 feet long, and it goes in your ass and just starts pushing the pill. Basically, it gets up your stomach, and you go, oh, what's there, beauty? See, I'm helping. Science engineers, John, Gene, we need Gene to create the butt serpent for fucking suppositories.
John is a disqual. He is poop, though.
It needs to be 15 feet long and self-lubricating. God damn it.
God damn it.
I'm a fucking genius. We're going to make a lot of money from this project. The butt serpent.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Patent that shit. Trademark it.
Thank you, I guess.
Copyright it. Whatever the fuck we got to do. Let's do this shit.
You could read that.
Let's do it. Let's poop it.
The butt serpent medical fucking system for suppository fucking applications.
Is that the aquarium in Camden?
Yep, sure is.
I used to go to that one all the time when I was a kid.
It's one I've been to most, but I try to go to all the aquariums I can find.
He didn't go to that one. He's lying. He just heard about it.
I remember the hippo they had. It was like Button or some shit like that.
It likes to poop in that tiny little tank all the time when you're trying to watch it too.
Aquariums are cool.
That poor hippo.
I like aquariums. They got a good one in New Orleans.
Yeah, I heard about that. I have not made it to that aquarium. I've been to the Baltimore Aquarium. I've been to Mystic. I like the beluga there. I don't like when people fuck with the beluga because I don't think its tank is big enough either.
I mean, none of them are.
Not really. Not for the big ones. Like none of them at all. They're used to living in a damn ocean.
Yeah. It's like I have leopard geckos and shit. It's like, damn, I feel bad just keeping an animal, but at the same time, it's like, well, I can give it a better life than some random jackass would. So, whatever.
Do you know what would be a nice life? To be a river cooter in the river.
River cooter.
I knew that
you don't know what a river cooter is?
I'm not seeing the river cooter.
It's actually a turtle, the cooter turtle. It's like what my mom used to have as a little friend. We're getting another one, by the way. It's a cooter turtle. It's what it's called.
Cooter turtle.
So you're at least going to keep a pair of them so they're social and happy?
No, you keep it one. Because I want to be social with him. He's all mine. No, we may get another one.
I hope he bites you.
We may get another one. I don't know.
They look like, when I looked them up, they look real close to sliders, like a yellow belly slider.
Yeah.
Man, I'd like to get a tortoise, but I want to have like a property where I could have like an outside enclosure for it.
The pet store here has 2 of them, but they're not for sale. They have 2 tortoise and a toucan, and none of it's for sale. They're store pets.
Dude, toucans are awesome.
They got good cereal. They got really good cereal.
They're fruity.
Yeah, they got pretty good. You like their cereal, don't you, Red Eye? The toucan cereal.
That's what this toucan was named after. It was a girl, though, so it was Samantha.
I choose to not respond.
Wow, you just did respond by saying that, though.
Fuck, I hate you. Hate you so much.
Xanos is here. He still likes turtles.
He's a fucking idiot.
Right.
I like Xanos.
I know.
Nice to people.
Why?
Well, it's obvious your butt feetings are just rampaging right now. Calm down or we'll have to audit you.
Look here.
I'm afraid the diagnosis is you've got feetings in your butthole.
I do have
Go sun it.
Raisin's going to have to eat them out.
No, I'm going to stick one of those cans up there and make you stick it in the sun.
Hey,
air it out.
Well, stick 2 cans up there. How I get it? We just talked about 2 cans.
Those poor birds.
I want a toucan bird in my ass.
Oh. Ran away slowly. Yeah, I was watching a program on Netflix earlier, and it was one type, like big type of snail chasing another type of snail. They had to speed it up to make it exciting. It was not good. The big snail ate the little snail. Just pulled it up out of the sand on the bottom of the ocean and crushed it.
That's exciting.
Injected it with some poison, and
motherfucker sitting there watching goddamn snails.
Well, I was. It was what the heck was it? Puffy or something. It was supposed to be about a little baby puffer fish that leaves the coral reef and crosses the sand and has to go back. And I was watching it with my kids so we could take a nap. Shut up, y'all.
Actually, the YouTube channel of Frank has a really good vid on snails on the beach, and their life is quite it's vicious. And there's snails hunting snails, and it's the way they kill each other is just it's not good.
They sniff each other down.
Yeah, no, they do. They follow each other's slime trails, and then some of them go actually surfing. They spread out their foot and catch waves to catch up to the other snail. It's fucking frightening. And watching them hunt each other down, just follow it. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
It's fucking horrifying.
The anglerfish swallowed the pufferfish too, but it blew up and had to spit it out. It was very exciting.
Oh, what a good story.
And starfish, well, they're fucking horrifying because they don't really have teeth and stuff. So what they do is they'll wrap around something and then basically push their stomach out of their body to envelop whatever they want to fucking eat and just digest it like that. It's like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
No. Why?
Why not? That's how a starfish do.
Yeah. This is how a starfish do.
Way John Morgan eats too.
Yeah. He just projects his stomach onto his plate and lets him.
Funny enough, PP, the program was rated G, but had a warning for fear and violence. I was very curious what was going to happen during this program that it had a G rating.
Have you ever seen a camel, you know, how they inject their stomach out?
Yeah. Yeah, if they get too hot.
Yeah, they get too hot, they'll
cool down.
Yeah, they do it to cool down. It's fucked up.
Pelicans do something similar too.
I'm curious, how does that cool them down though?
I don't know.
So we can look that up tonight.
What it is that
you
pelicans
just sent me
do?
down a rabbit hole of stomach puking. Thanks, guys.
The pelicans like open their mouth and then like lean their neck way back that it just exposes their windpipe. It's nasty.
But the camel, the stomach comes out the fucking mouth. And it hangs.
Yep.
I would scream and run if I had seen that, but
it's pretty fucked up.
No, is that true? Are you?
No, yeah, I promise it is true. Yes, I promise. Look it up. You see it.
I'm looking at it.
Make sure you look at a video, not a picture.
Yeah, you got to see the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Because video gives you like
It does the justice.
Yeah.
All right.
You get to see the process.
This is how camels flirt.
Is that the case?
Is that what it is? Flirting? No.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was like a
it may not be cooling down. I don't know what it is, but they do it.
Imagine being the first person, the human, to witness this. You probably think, oh, great, my camel's imploding.
Right?
Why is my camel turning inside out? What witchcraft is this?
Yeah, dude. It would be fucked up. Like,
they wouldn't have had a firm understanding of camel biology.
It's an inflatable extension of the soft palate. They do it to get the attention of ladies.
Then why they do it?
Yeah, they froth and they blow some shit out their mouth that looks like a set of balls.
So camel bitches are really
and they flap
weird.
it around and suck it back in and spit it back out.
Yeah.
Look at my throat balls, lady.
It's all frothy and shit.
They like it sloppy.
So they've got throat balls that they can gargle and regurgitate at will, basically just make the ladies just.
What the fuck is wrong with the camel ladies though? Why are the camel women attracted to this shit?
Don't fucking kink shame. Throat balls might be a thing in the camel world. Who are we to fucking judge?
I am. That's fucking nasty.
No. You eat buttholes. Camels probably think you nasty.
Yeah, but they ain't a stomach coming out of the motherfucker.
Yeah, they probably think we're weird because we don't. It's like, stupid fucking monkeys don't have throat balls and they don't regurgitate their own fucking soft palate. Pussies. How are they supposed to impress a prospective mate if they don't do this? I do not understand how they've bred so successfully. How strange. It's like, camels don't understand boobies then.
Yeah, pretty fucked up.
That's why we're so successful at breeding, because girls go, look, I've got boobs, and men go, and turn into blazing idiots. And yeah, then there's bebes, lots of bebes. There's bebes everywhere. 9 months later, there's a bebe.
We may end 30 minutes early tonight.
Fine. I'm going now then. I could.
But we need more tips. We really do. The first person that tips $100 starts hair.
I'll give you a single hair.
All of it.
Oh, that's a lot of $100 then, PIMPMUNK. It's going to be $100 per hair.
Per strain.
Yes.
That is a lot of money. I need to get my beard that way. Shit. Well, not as much as your hair, but it's still a hunk of change.
For sure.
Butter shizzle. I'm red eye.
No, I'm red eye.
NWO King, said Pee-Pee.
Oh, don't put me in charge of anything ever.
Let alone the whole New World Order.
Yeah,
New World Order. Mason, why are you looking so serious, baby?
She's still looking at camels flaps.
She's looking at throat balls. And
I've
she's
moved
just
on to SciShow and looking at animals that actually do puke their guts out.
Yeah.
All right,
there's something that does it.
I got distracted by
regulate
sea cucumbers, and frogs.
All right. We've already gone down the
Nature's
rabbit
messed up, man. I told you. You said look it up now. That was not a good idea.
Let's hit the bottom of the barrel when we talk about it. What animals do you know that have got bones in their penises? Well, certain whale species apparently have bones in their boners. Believe it or not. It's like, what?
That's weird.
They have.
What's the name for those?
Studies that show that these cheeky buggers may masturbate. And how does a whale masturbate, you may ask? Well, funny. They've got video of it. And what the whale does is swims at the surface and they fucking basically roll over so their stomach's just near the surface of the water, and you see this massive dong come out, and the surface tension of the water starts basically, that's how they fap. Is they use the surface tension of the water and swim along.
Wow.
And apparently it feels good for a whale to do that if you're a boy whale and got nothing else to do.
That's proof of God right there.
Yeah. So there you go. Whale's fat.
And it's an effortless procedure for them, thanks to nature.
Yeah, apparently a lot of things. I forgot about like the baculum. That's what it's called. It says it can be found in certain mammals, including many primates, rodents, bats, carnivores, and some insects.
I need to get me a raculum.
Baculum. BACULUM.
Raisin's got a raculum.
Yeah, I store it next to your birthing sack when I'm feeling special.
My birthing sack's amazing.
I know. I thought you were pregnant.
It's not all about pregnancy. There's more to it than.
I know you keep saying, but you won't share me the secret. So.
Well, I can't because they swear to it. That we signed a contract.
Oh, you need a confidentiality agreement?
Yeah. But you
I'll
can lick my pucker string.
No pucker strings.
None.
Pucker
string. Pucker string. Won't you play with my pucker string?
I looked. It's not a thing.
It is a thing.
It's not a thing.
It's a highly guarded secret. The pucker string.
Yeah. Man, my pucker string, it's a little string in your butthole. Pucker string.
Can it sometimes get lost, like that shitty one that's in sweatpants? Like this.
Maybe. Dude, that one always gets lost in sweatpants.
You gotta, try to get a safety pin in there.
Sometimes you gotta tuck the pucker string.
You always have to tuck the pucker string. I mean, you put what you do is you staple it.
Oh my god. Please, folks, do not staple your butthole.
Yeah, you gotta staple your pucker string. My God.
I mean, a real man staples his pucker string.
Yeah. It says it in the book.
The good book.
A real man, a genius.
A great campaign.
Yeah.
I think we should seal your butthole up until we can give you an audit to get rid of those butthole thetans, Pimp. Just saying. We'll get to what did that nice lady use on her hair that time? Was it
Gorilla Glue?
Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, we'll get some Gorilla Glue and we'll just squirt this whole tube down your butt crack, and then we'll get one of those big wood clamps and just clamp your butt cheeks together for 5 minutes. That keeps the butt feet sealed in there until we can get you to a sealed fucking facility and give you a full-blown fucking audit to get rid of those butt thetans, dude. It's going to be a hard fucking couple of days, man.
Not for me. I do that shit all the time for fun.
Nah, not like this. This is a sealed fucking special audit, dude.
No, dude.
Use lube.
Your butthole's going clear this time.
Yeah.
I use spackle.
Doesn't seem secure enough.
Flex Seal.
Flex Seal. I've actually used cement a couple times.
Oh, that'll save time. If we get the dude that made Flex Seal just to run up and we'll spread Pimp's ass cheeks wide open. He just run up with a handful of tape.
That Flex Seal's fucking badass.
Slap it on there.
That is a badass product, though. Flex Seal.
Dude, that dude's fucking ads are the best thing ever. Like, I got this fucking boat. I'm going to cut the fucking thing in half. I'm going to fucking stick it back together with some fucking flex tape. Now I'm going to get in this fucking boat and I'm going to go across this lagoon with some fucking grey nose sharks. Grey nose sharks don't eat people. I'm perfectly fucking safe, but I'm not going to fucking portray that I'm safe. I'm going to make out like I'm putting my life in fucking danger here in a boat that I'm pretty sure has been fiberglassed up because we don't really get to see certain shots at certain angles. If that boat's just held together with flex tape, I am the queen of fucking Sheba.
Well, there was a news program. There was a news program that wanted to test it, and they did it, and it actually worked.
Oh, How many layers of tape did they have to use though?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because if you go and watch the ad, there's a little thing that comes up for like half a second. It's about 5 fucking paragraphs of text so small you can't actually read it. But I'm pretty sure it says, when we did this, we used fucking 1,500 rolls of fucking flex tape and also welded the fucking boat. Beep, beep. Yeah, it's funny as shit. But when you see, he just runs up and he's got these like fish tanks and shit, and they've just got massive holes, and he just runs up and he just slaps the fucking tape on. Yeah, and it does stop the water leak. It's like, holy fucking shit. But I bet you, if you try to do that at home, it never ever works.
I know. I got a friend, but he loves that shit. He uses the can of it. You know, yeah.
Who's got it? Oh, now I've just been reminded of another fantastic product from American history. Does anybody own a slap chop?
Yep. Do you no, I have.
My mom does.
There you go, slap chops. Yeah. Those things were fucking. And the dude that sold those things, he ended up being arrested after he had an argument with a hooker, I do believe, while high on cocaine. And that's why those ads were like that. It's like, that dude is high on coke constantly.
Yeah.
Outfits from Slap Chop. Check this shit out. Fucking got a tomato, Slap Chop. It's like, whoa, calm down, dude. And he just gets more and more fucking violent through the ad with the food until he's basically just dissecting every goddamn thing. He says, got a whole watermelon. We can slap chop that motherfucker. And he just starts.
Two chops, bam. Let's do it.
There was that dude from the 90s who did all the.
ShamWow, that's it.
ShamWow. Yeah. He died, though.
He died?
Didn't he?
Vince died?
The original ShamWow guy. The original.
Oh, no. I'll Google that now. I'll be sad if he's dead.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Vince from ShamWow.
Yeah.
The original one now. I don't know if it's the same one.
He's 57 alive, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 1990. Wait.
He is alive.
Yeah.
There's the photo of him. There's his fucking mugshot too. You'll have a look at him.
Yes, I am. You're right, Bolin. I'm thinking of Billy Mays.
Billy Mays here with OxyClean.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking about. You're right.
And we had Big Kev in Australia. We had this dude. He'd wear an Australian flag shirt, and he'd flog anything. Cleaning products, doesn't fucking matter. Big Kev, if he was selling it, probably not the best product, but hey, Big Kev selling it, so fuck it, we'll buy it.
Damn, I don't know if my phone's gonna show, but that is a fucked up mugshot.
It's great, isn't it?
His face is all bleeding and shit.
That's the one. I remember that. It's like he did the ShamWow and then Slap Chop, and I think Slap Chop was my fucking favorite because the way he sold that shit. He was fucking legit, dude. He was the best dude. Slap Chop.
ShamWow works too. I have those for camping.
There you go.
If anything leaks, just put a little ShamWow by the door and squeeze it out.
Sham your wow.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. The ShamWows were like, that ad was like, look at how much water this thing holds. It's holding a half an ocean of water. This is unbelievable.
Well, there was that one dude from the 90s who did all those infomercials late at night about he can make you millions of dollars, but basically all it was putting ads in newspapers, right? It was putting ads in newspapers. It was a big fucking scam. And then he ended up selling some kind of fucking vitamin thing, and then he got arrested and went to prison and then killed himself in prison.
Oh God.
All right, that we'll call that career a failure.
Well, he made millions. He fucked people with millions and millions of dollars. He fucked them out of it, right? And he was a scammer. He was a scam artist, and But I remember him I can't remember his name. He's a good-looking cat. But I remember being a younger and waking up late at night and seeing him on every fucking channel.
Oh, now you've reminded me of another name.
You talking about Jack LaLanne?
No.
You remember Peter Popoff?
Peter never pops off.
Peter Popoff was exposed by James Randi as a massive fraud. And I will, not allegedly, there's proven beyond a shadow of doubt. What he'd do is he'd get everyone to fill out forms before the service with all of their deets, like name, mandarin, or the medical conditions. They'd give this information freely. Then they'd get this info. Petey's wife would be sitting with a headset and mic on, and she'd pick out the ones that would really tug at the heartstrings. But little did Peter Popoff and his wife know that James Randi's sitting in the audience with his boys, and they've got radio receivers, so they're just scanning for channels until they found the channel. And you hear Petey's wife go, "Petey, if you can't hear me, you're in trouble." And then she starts reading out this lady singing, and he starts going, "And God's telling me that Bertrude here has got the diabetes, and we're going to make sure that she walks out of here free." And she gets her insulin and throws it and walks out there. And he did that to hundreds of people and got caught. Here's the sad thing. I used to get mail just up until a few years ago. Peter Popoff's still in business doing it. The American authorities still let him do it. Go and have a look at the man's estate and the size of the house he lives in. That man's a scamming piece of shit. And yeah, Peter Popoff. Sadly, these scammers, even after they can be exposed, this is the point, they can still continue to exist and just slightly change their flim-flam. So it's just skating on the inside of what's legal. And that's what Peter Popoff does. And it's fucking disgraceful that they don't legislate against him. But because he's a Christian and he lives in a certain state, I'm pretty sure the state there is not going to legislate anything against him because they're his friend. Yeah, so Popoff, there's a really good name for you. And there's another thing from the 1980s. Dick Smith, he's an Aussie guy that sort of a skeptic dude. And James Randi debunked a whole bunch of cool stuff, including water diviners. And they set up this paddock where they run water pipes all through it, where they could shut the valves off and get water flowing through certain parts of it. And they tested all these water diviners, and not one of them found water. 100% fake. And they all agreed to the test and went, "Yeah, we're sweet." And then after the test, they all started bitching about the test conditions and went, "They cheated." It's like, nah, you guys just got exposed as fucking frauds. Shut the fuck up. Get all these old diggers walking around with coat hangers going, "Oh, I'll be able to find the water. It's just over here." And you see them start bending their hands down. It's like, dude, we can see you moving the fucking thing. This is a TV camera and this is a microphone and we're recording everything you're saying. And it's on YouTube. Check it out. The Dick Smith special where they debunk the water diviners in Australia. They fucking humiliate them and it's great.
Yeah. I'm a Dick Smith your special.
Oh, man. Dick Smith he's a cool dude.
Raisin looks pretty tonight. We got 3 minutes. We are going in 30 minutes early.
Unless somebody can come up with a tipperoonie, then we might stay another half hour.
Yeah, they had to be a pretty good tipperoonie.
What are we talking? At least $25?
Shit, more than that.
Oh,
something convincing.
Something convincing.
$26.
26?
$126.
Oh damn.
100. Raisin looks so pretty.
Oh, goodness.
You do. One thing make you look better.
Huh?
Maybe one thing make you look better.
Name one thing that would make me.
I said there's not but one thing that would make you look better.
Oh Lord, is this gonna be like your dick on my face?
Exactly.
These nuts resting on the bridge of your nose. What?
Damn shoulder. I hate when it rains.
What about $50 tip? Got to keep us in another half hour? $50?
Yeah.
50?
Yeah.
50?
Yeah. They got a minute.
Got a minute. If we get a $50 dono, stick around for half an hour.
Yeah.
And
we'll have lesbian sex. Being dirt.
Talk about animal penises for a bit longer, I guess, and butthole thetans.
Thetans of booty holes.
There's thousands of ancient restless spirits residing in your asshole, Pitmunk. You're going to get them out.
Tens of thousands.
There's
plane loads of zinc. There's loads. It's like, how many was it? 52 plane loads of butt thetans in that butt.
Yeah.
Because they look like what did the planes look like that they traveled from the other planet? They kind of look like Boeing was it 7. Some of they're from the 70s. As you look at these, you go, that's just a Boeing that went into space. That's cool.
Well, here's the thing. Think about this before we go. If that was real, right? They were made up all that. The aliens that did get stuck in the ass are probably like, why did this motherfucker get the top of the head? We got the asshole.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you want to live a good life, PIMPMUNK. You don't want to end up in someone's asshole in the afterlife.
Yeah, they're trailer park trash.
It's going to be a body Thetan civil war when the butt Thetans go up against the head Thetans for supremacy because the butt Thetans want to, they just want a better place to live.
Absolutely.
People want to live in a butt for.
Suck my Thetans.
What?
Suck all my Thetans. All right. Well, nobody gave $50.
Oh, come on.
Nobody did it. They
It's
don't like raisin.
I got a feeling.
Yep, they hate me. I'm sure.
$50 gonna make me holler.
Hey, Monty.
Oh, viva la caca.
Yeah, well, we're leaving.
Leaving La Caca.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Nobody did it. Nobody gave the 50.
Maybe it's just internet lag. Give him another minute.
I gave him 1 minute already.
Just one more minute. Come on.
Oh, my nuts.
One more minute.
You nuts. All 3 of them?
All trace of them.
The trio.
The trio of ballerinis.
The 3 Nutsketeers.
Whoa.
Yep.
Trace
Damn. The hell? Yeah. I think we should end the show after that. It's
Yeah, we definitely. All right, guys. And Monty, sorry, man, that you came into when we were leaving. You dummy.
You say goodbye.
You say dummy. Kazumi was here earlier too. I said it again. Kazoom.
It's Kazumi, yeah. Anyways, guys, we'll see you not tomorrow because of the tap thing, I guess. But if we don't do a tab, I'll do a show. See you tomorrow.
Beware of the butt Thetans.
Thetans.
Get your Gorilla Glue.